Hello YouTube and welcome back. My name is Zadarkus, and in today's video, without no more further ado, I'm going to tell you the 10 top rules of success. This based on Conor's history in UFC and actually makes a lot of sense, and I want to share it with you, and believe me, it will help you out a bit if you do follow them. The first rule you should follow. The first thing is to love what you do. If you're doing something that you love, you don't really see it as a task, you don't see it as a work, you just do it because you love it. You don't look at it as a job or something you have to do just to get it out of your way. It's natural to you. You think about it every single day. If you love playing League of Legends, if you love playing this game, it shouldn't be a burden for yourself. If you really enjoy it, by nature, whenever you're going to play, whenever you're going to think about the game, whenever you're gonna theory craft, whenever you go to jump in with your friends and queue, it is what you enjoy. And that is the first rule of success, is following what you love. If you really want to get better results in League of Legends, you need to learn to love it. You need to love it and enjoy it, because it will not feel as a burden, it will feel like a journey, it will feel as part of you, and you will be motivated just because of that. Let's see what O'Connor said about this matter.
Is that not unhealthy?
I don't know. Do I look unhealthy? Take a look at this physique. I'm in phenomenal shape, in body and mind. To me, what's unhealthy is living an unhealthy life. To me, what's unhealthy is getting up and going through the same day every day of your life, 9 to 5, in an office or in a... You know what I mean? That's unhealthy. That beats your mind. I don't work. I love what I do, and that's why I'm doing what I love. You know what I mean? That's why it's become a career for me, because I love it. I love what I do. So I don't think it's unhealthy. I feel good in my mind. You know what I mean? It's my life.
The second rule now is to carry on. People get too much stuck in their past because they lost the last game they tilted, because somebody fed in the early game, they don't think they have a chance to win because a bad team fight went on. They just think too much about the mistakes the teammates or themselves did. You should carry on and forget the past. Sometimes it's nice to contemplate the past, see good things you have done, remember them, but the secret is to carry on. Don't get stuck in the chains of bad things that happened in the past, and at the same time, don't get too much confidence from a good game you had in the past. A lot of people have a good game and then just go to the second all cocky and feeling way too comfortable because they had a good game and end up getting stumped. You have to move on, and every time you play the game, you just keep doing what you do normally and keep track that what happened before is not what is happening at the moment, and you just have to keep working hard enough to keep climbing and to keep winning games and to keep reaching any possible goal you have. Do not stay stuck in what happened yesterday. Let's see what O'Connor said related to this matter.
You stare at your past and you'll end up staying there. It's okay to look back and admire it, but you carry on. I'm not in the business of staring back at it. You know what I mean? And getting lost back there. People say a loss can make or break a fighter, but trust me, a win can also make or break a fighter, because they get comfortable with a win. People can get comfortable with a win, and slack off then. Slack off on the training. Slack off on the diet. They've won one. They're winners now. That's not me. You know, you sleep on a win and you'll wake up with a loss. So I just carry on, keep doing what I'm doing. And that's why this turnaround is so good for me. Vegas, straight away. The Fighting Irish head to the fighting capital. It's perfect. Continue on this path, the freight train straight to the top.
The next rule is the courage to speak up. Many times people, when you're playing, we can already predict something that is going to happen to the game. Sometimes we have a clue on how we could turn the game around, how we could play it better, how we could fix problems. But many people, when they are playing, they're thinking to themselves, oh man, if we just did that or this, or if player X would just go top now or mid, or if we could Drake, but they thinking about it. They get frustrated because it's not done, but they don't really talk about it and they don't leave it out. If you think about something that you know is possible, you know that if you do that it's going to work, you should speak with your team about it. talk to the people that are in game with you, speak up and try to organize team play and create moments that will help you win the games and improve. And also, if you were in overall a career on maybe YouTube or Twitch or whatever, don't be scared to speak up. If you have something in your mind, show it and share it, because people will recognize you and you will indeed help them get to that point with you. Let's see what a corner said related to this.
If you can see it here and you have the courage enough to speak it, it will happen. So I see these shots, I see these sequences, and I don't shy away from them. A lot of times people believe in certain things, but they keep to themselves. They don't put it out there. If you truly believe in it, if you become vocal with it, you are creating that law of attraction and it will become reality. I knew he would overextend and I knew I'd catch him. So Mystic Max strikes again.
The next one is to inspire others. Look at what you do and inspire the people around you. When you are in a game and maybe the game is going badly, if you have the power to inspire them because you are having a good game, you are a good player, you can get good kills, you are present in team fights, you know how to put objectives, you don't die too much, you are an inspiration to other players. Use that inspiration, because people will look at you and they want to be like you, they want to follow your steps, they want to get at your level, and they will follow you to be as good as you are. And with that, you can get a better team, you can get a better community overall, because you work as an inspiration to others in the game or outside the game. We as YouTubers, streamers, or even any face in the League of Legends community, we inspire the people around us that follow us, and they will get to a point that is closer to us or even above us because of all the work they will be putting themselves to get close to us. Of course, there's people who's going to talk you down and say you're not worth shit and will try to, let's say, disvalorize you or just say that you suck, but those guys are going to be stuck where they are. People that work with you, people that look at you as an inspiration will work for it. So be an inspiration for other people. Don't be toxic, don't be negative, be an inspiration. Give people a reason to move on and fight harder. Be that person. Be the person that other guys will want to be in game and outside the game. And this is what O'Connor said.
I'm enjoying the fruits of my hard work. Nobody works harder than me inside the octagon, outside the octagon. I am a workhorse, so I'm going to enjoy the benefits of this life. I'm going to get myself a big mansion in Las Vegas. I'm going to get the soft top cars. I'm going to bring my whole team out. I'm going to spoil them and give them this life. Big steaks that size, we're eating every single night each. We're eating good, we're living good. It's human nature. Some people will sit and take positivity from that. They will look at that and take inspiration and inspire. It will inspire them to go and push for that. Others will shell up and critique it and be negative towards it. But one thing is for sure, those people will stay where they are. The people who take inspiration from it will rise up and also one day experience that life. So this is human nature. Some go one way, some go the other way. But I am enjoying my money, my hard-earned money that I have dedicated my life to.
The next one is to prove everybody wrong. Nobody is going to support you because you're playing League of Legends. If you want to make a career of League of Legends, who is going to take you seriously in most of the cases? Look, mom and dad, I'm going to play video games for a life. Of course they're gonna say, oh man, you could be a doctor, you could be a scientist. What the hell is League of Legends? What is video games? That is no way of living. Nobody is going to believe you. Me, for example, I'm going to be a YouTuber. Nobody believes in me. I mean, slowly people start looking, oh look, he's still at it, it's growing a little bit, but nobody's believing in me. I have to believe in myself, you have to believe in yourself. If you go to somebody, oh man, this season I'm going to hit Challenger, people are going to laugh their ass off looking at you. But man, you're not going to get Challenger. It doesn't matter. All you have to do is prove them wrong. You gotta work hard, you gotta keep at it. It is in your mind. You know you can do it. It is possible for you to do it as long as you work for it and you focus on that objectives. And that's the thing, don't focus too much on what they said and focus exactly on the opposite. If they are going to be negative, you gotta be positive, and when you're positive, you're gonna end up proving that they were wrong, and that is something you have to do. And in other words, this is what O'Connor said.
I was always getting pestered, what are you doing with your life, you're doing this, doing that. They didn't know what it was, they didn't know what MMA was, they didn't know what none of this, they didn't know I could make a career out of it. As far as they were concerned, my man and dad I'm talking about, as far as they were concerned, I was just getting into a cage and fighting with some other guy. They didn't know nothing about it. No one did really, but I knew, you know what I mean, I knew. But and then I ended up getting a trade just to keep them quiet, because I used to have a lot of fights with my dad.
What trade did you get?
I ended up getting a trade as a plumber, literally up in the back arse and nowhere up in the Wicklow Mountains. And funny enough, that site was one of the biggest sites in Europe. Kiltiernan, it was right at that skiing place. Huge, and now it's just abandoned. Now it's just deserted. So I used to go up there 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. I was on that M50. I used to have to walk to the N4, about half an hour from my house, wait for some Limerick guy that I didn't even know. He'd drive on the M4 and I'd have to flag him down. Nightmare, yeah. 2 hours down on the M50. 2 hours back, literally 14-hour days, and I was the first year, so I had to go and do everything. I had to go to the shop, I had to go and get this and get that. So I always had trouble with that, and I was like, this isn't for me. This is not for me.
How long did you last?
I lasted 18 months doing it, but it was tough, you know what I mean? It wasn't the life for me, you know what I mean? And then John said, because I was training with John as well at the time, and then John got in touch and says, I have a show, I'm running a show, I'd like to fight on it. And then that was it. I just packed it in, didn't show up. My dad used to come in and punch the head on me and like try and drag me out of bed, and I just wouldn't go, you know what I mean? I had an uproar for a good few years with him over it, but and that was it. I just packed it in, quit, and then focused on training. And I knew what was going to happen. I knew I was going to get here. They didn't. There's a lot of stressful years, you know what I mean? A lot of tough times, but I proved them wrong. I proved myself right.
The next golden rule is to think outside the box. For example, we have Faker. He comes up with this crazy picks for the mid lane, game styles, builds for the champions, and all the crazy things that people normally never think about. And even the pro scene, many times you see champions being played in a manner that you never thought about, and even sometimes just streamers or high-elo players pick up a champion that you would think is useless or it's for another role, and they just find a way to play it correctly, and they end up getting a lot more success because of it, because people are not expecting it. Thinking outside the box, it's thinking bigger. Normally what you do is you hear somebody tell you exactly what you should do. Normally you go for a guide on YouTube, you go to LOL King builds or whatever, or LOL builds, and you just see, okay, this is exactly how I should play the champion, this is exactly how I should play the role. And it doesn't work like that. Thinking outside the box, being able to adapt to all situations, be able to change the builds, change the picks, come up with something that's outside the meta, something unexpected, will hit your opponent really hard. You will also get more credibility, and people will notice you even more. If you are working also in social medias like Twitch or YouTube or whatever, it will also help you out in that scenario. But thinking outside what's regular will get you a step ahead. You will be unpredictable, and you will be able to predict what other people are thinking, because they're thinking inside the box. They're thinking what is usual. You are above that, so start thinking outside the box like O'Connor did.
Every gym I went to was always, they had that set way. Every gym had a set way of doing things. Don't do it this way, do it that way. So that was just a normal thing that I thought people just have their own set way, and you must do it that way. You must stand this way, you must kick this way, you must punch this way. But with John, when I went to John, and I met my coach John Cavanagh at Straight Blast Gym, it wasn't like that. He had a more open mind, and he encouraged different movements. And I'd never experienced that before. I'd never heard a coach say that to me before. And that stuck in my head, and I thought to myself, you know, this guy is thinking outside the box, you know what I mean? That he has a vision that everything works, and he encourages every movement, because ultimately there is a time and a place for every single move. So I just knew when I met John, and when he spoke, it made complete sense to me, and that was it. I stuck with him, and he stuck with me, and the rest is history.
The next thing is to be grateful. Grateful for everything you have and everything you accomplish. all the small things. Be able to look at stuff that happens, look at a kill that your teammate had, look at a little game that you won, look at laning phase that you want, look at the elo that you are. Maybe you are gold and you want to be more, but well, you could be bronze, right? Be grateful for those things. Once you are able to look at the stuff you achieve and the things that surround you, and you are able to be grateful for those that surround you and the things you achieve, automatically more will come, because you will valorize the things you have. When you give importance to something that you have, you will fight to protect it, and by nature you will even get higher because you will grateful for it. You will look at the small things and you will be able to say thank you. You will be able to see that you are not the worst and that there are people that don't achieve that much. And overall, even in little details in a game, be grateful. If you're mid lane and somebody gives you a blue, just saying thank you, or just knowing that the blue isn't really yours, but you know, he gave you the blue. All the small things are things that you should be grateful for having, and being able to see that is a very important step to move on and to achieve greater things, just like here we can see.
And while
gratitude is one of the most strongest forms of power in attracting good things. You know, if you truly feel grateful for the things in your life, I always felt grateful for even the small things. I always used to celebrate the small things. Now I might be celebrating the bigger things, but I always celebrate every little good thing that would happen to me in my life. Even before I had any kind of money or any of that, I would celebrate and I would feel grateful for it, and it just gave me more. And this is exactly the same thing that's happening right now. I still remain grateful, and more comes.
The next tip is you have to have heroes. You have somebody to look up, because having a hero, a good hero, is not only a person that you respect, but also a goal. Having a hero is a way for you to work hard to achieve what that person did, to get as far as he did. You're gonna be working to be compared to your hero. You know, everybody has to have heroes in their life so that they know there is a point in life that they can achieve. If it's like living a life without goals, you as a human being work to be a better person and to be more successful and to get what you dream of achieving. And it all comes with the people that inspire you in your life. Having a hero is as important as anything. Like, for example, let's say you have a streamer that is your hero, a pro gamer that is your hero, or even just a personality overall in other scene that is your hero. By nature, your brain, you are going to work to get to his point. If Faker, for example, is your hero, Dopa, or whatever, I'm a cutie pie, or I don't know. If Tyler 1 is your hero, you're gonna follow them steps. You're gonna work to reach to that point. And whenever you do something that feels like you indeed got closer to them, you will feel satisfaction, and that satisfaction will keep you motivated. And in other words, this is exactly what happened to O'Connor, and you can see it here.
Of course I am familiar with Muhammad Ali. You don't just have him here, he is global, he is the man. Muhammad Ali was a guy that done what had not been done before. Changed the face, not only the face of his game, but the face of the world. You know, he was outspoken. He fought for what he believed in, and that he was charismatic. He was a legend, a hero, and I looked up to him. One of my first heroes was Muhammad Ali. When I was 11 years old, there was a group of people and they tried to attack me, and a fight broke out, and it was just me and one guy before everyone else jumped in on me. But we were fighting each other, and I slipped a punch, and I shuffled my shoulders and said Muhammad Ali and threw a shot, and he rolled under the shot but fell into a knee, and I ended up on top of him. So I'm at the calling myself Muhammad Ali, and I'm punching him in the head, and then somebody came in and tried to kick me, and then a whole group of them came in, and it was just a big fight, but it was me against 6 of them, and I ended up getting my ass whooped. But
for that first guy, you whooped him out, and
I done the Ali shuffle. I'm only 11 years old. I done the Ali shuffle, threw a left hook. He rolled under the left hook, which if it was good of him to roll. He saw it coming and rolled under it, but he rolled right into a knee. Yeah, I was prepared. I was studying tape. So so definitely Muhammad Ali was a hero of mine.
The next one is to live in the moment. We all think about what we wanted to be. Maybe you wanted to be Diamond or Challenger. Maybe you want to be a pro player. Maybe you want to be a professional YouTuber and live from that. Or a streamer. Or maybe you want to be something else in your life. But you are setting your goals too far ahead. And you're forgetting everything that comes before, all the path you have to cross before you reach that end goal. You're looking at the end of the race, not the entire circuit. And the thing is, you gotta live the moment and you gotta keep working at it, live what you have, and of course work for the goal in the future. But let's say I want to be a big YouTuber, for example. I'm not even close, and I can't just focus on the end goal, millions of subscribers and views and all of that. No, but I have to live it now. I have to keep working at what comes now. I have to keep working for you guys, for the audience I have, and I have to keep improving everything about me as a professional. But it doesn't change the fact that I want to get there, and I can believe I am able to. And what that translates to is I'm going to keep talking like I am. I'm a good YouTuber, my content is strong, what I say is right, and I know that I'm different enough to stand out. The way I talk, what I talk about, it's a completely different approach that I know for a fact nobody has in League of Legends like I do. And that keeps me on the edge, and of course I believe I can get there, but I have to keep working on today. And it is today that will bring me to the tomorrow. And that is one of the big things you have to keep in mind. Like, for example,
I don't like to think too far ahead.
So you haven't thought alternative
No, I don't like
careers
thinking too far ahead. People set like goals, long distance goals and shit. That's too much for me. I already feel like I'm living it. And then I just carry on doing that, carry on day by day, already living the final goal, the goal of being the world champion. I already carry myself like I'm a world champion. I already speak like I'm a world champion. And that's it. I just carry on day by day. So I'll take it as it comes. Again, like I said, you were asking me about the future. I'll let you know a little bit closer. You know what I mean? As far all I can see right now is the gold. That's all I can see.
And the last tip that works for any guy that is professional, has a channel, but also for anybody that just plays the game. Overall, it's engaging with your fans. For a YouTuber, a streamer, a pro gamer, whatever, it is keeping in contact with them, because we are what we are and everybody is what they are thanks to the people that are behind them and support them. They keep him going. When you're feeling down and you have that people saying you can do it and you're the best, and when you're offline and when you're sleeping and they are there protecting you on the internet or speaking, and they just end up protecting you, they know you're the best, they keep you going, and they are the reason why we do what we do. You guys are the reason why I do what I do, and even if you're not a YouTuber, streamer or pro gamer or whatever, you're just playing games. When you play well, people will follow up your lead, that. It's like being an inspiration to others. It all matters. People will follow up. You shouldn't just, keep on going and don't look back at the people that support you. Say a thank you, recognize them, talk with them. People in our lives are important, and we only get where we get because of the people that surrounds you. In any job, believe me. Normally, even an enterprise, something, a bar, a supermarket, a veterinary, a hospital, it only makes money if they got people, if they got clients, so to say. And the people that work there only get money if they are paid, if the business makes money. So, it's basically the same thing. We need each other's, and we only get where we are getting thanks to the people behind us that work as pillars for us. They are our motivation, and we have to keep work hard enough to make them feel happy about us and to not push them down and, you know, make them be, I don't know the correct word, sorry for that. You know, if you have hopes on somebody and they break your hopes, that's a shitty feeling, and we have to work hard enough to always make those people support us and be happy about us and our work and keep on doing it, like you can see in this awesome footage here.
Like most fights, I usually come out maybe 2-3 weeks before, but every time I come back, it seems to be a little bit more crazy with the fans, you know. They treat me like I'm one of their own. And then I've been driving to the gym every day, and I drive past this guy's apartment, and it's like on the balcony he has like Irish flags and a cardboard cutout of me like sitting on his balcony. So now we're gonna go drop into him and see what he's about and meet one of the fans.
Give me Mr. McGregor.
What's up? Holy shit, man.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? This is awesome.
I'm blown away by this, man. I drove by a couple of times and I was like, what the f?
Yeah,
I thought I was seeing things at first. Like,
no, it's been up since your Max Holloway fight, man.
No way. Are you looking forward to the fight next week?
Oh, yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
You kidding me? I got my shirt, my wardrobe in there. I got your shoes. You see them right through there.
What, the Reeboks?
Yeah, it says champ on the back.
I don't even have them. They are unbelievable, man.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah.
Honestly, man, that's unbelievable. I'm going to put on a show for you.
Thank you so much, yeah. Every Saturday before the fight, I put up my cardboard cutout, I put up the flag, I put up the banner. And the only thing I can say, and I hope Conor sees this, is that feeling he had with Jose Aldo when he knocked him out and he became the champ, hands down, that's what I felt like tonight. Like, that's how amazing it was. And I really hope he sees that. And I mean, I think I saw it on my face, and there we go again. See, it's going again, but that's that's the best I can say, man. And I'm enamored right now, man. I'm shaking. I'm acting like such a little baby, and I'm sorry. Thank you so much, dude.
I appreciate it, man. Honestly, it was an honor to meet you, brother.
Thank you so
I appreciate the support of all the fans out here and all over the world. I never take it for granted. I use it as a motivation, so I am extremely grateful to the fans.
Thank you so much.
And these guys are the 10 rules for success in your life, being shown by a humble man like our Conor, translated and brought to you by me, Zadarkus, and I do hope you do apply them not only in League of Legends but in everything you do. Thank you for everything, have a great day, and I'll be seeing you pretty soon with a new one. See ya!